Blessings, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. And today is the big day. Welcome to the show. And today's the day that Jamaica qualifies for World Cup 2026. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing the pre-game show up until just about 7:30, and then we're going to jump over to the build-up for this one. It's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. So ensure that you have all your gadgets charged up. Ensure that you have everything that you need ahead of this one. We'll be doing also constant check-ins at the National Stadium to hear what's happening there, and we will keep you posted. We will also have a live link that we'll share here where you can watch the game. In addition to that, we'll share a link where you can join us on our live stream this evening and you can share your thoughts as well. It's a massive evening in the context of Jamaican football, but also in the context of Jamaica, full stop. It goes beyond football. It transcends just sports. It's gonna be different this evening. And if you're new to the channel, again, big up on yourself. Big up yourself, Kino. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Kino. It is one of those where we cannot wait for it to kick off. And with just about 2.5 hours to go, we're honored to be here with you. And for those who have been loyal Halftime TV supporters for the past couple of years, we've been waiting for this moment, and we're finally here. We're 90 minutes away from World Cup 2026, and the difference will will be made this evening. And again, folks, I don't want you to think if Jamaica doesn't win this evening, that is the end of it and it's all over. That's not the case. I'm going to give you some possible scenarios, and then we will go through it, and then we'll see what happens there. All right, but I'm gonna run through a few scenarios in a couple of minutes, and then I'll basically hope for the best, because naturally the National Stadium, as you can see behind me, super packed. We will be checking in on our correspondences who will be in the National Stadium this evening, just to keep you posted for those of you who aren't able to be in the National Stadium in person, and for a number of reasons. For some of us, you're abroad or what have you, you're not able to be there. That's fine. But for others, you have work, you have all these other commitments, and you're not able to be there. Also, that's fine. You're supporting the Reggae Boys, and that's what counts. That's what matters. So this evening, this evening is when it happens, and I know if you're anything like me, you couldn't wait for work to finish this evening. You couldn't wait for work to finish so you could actually get home and watch the game. We will be having the build-up show. This is actually one of those moments where you can't believe the day is finally here. You can't believe the Reggae Boys and the Jamaican national team is just 90 minutes away from saying, hey, we're there. And World Cup 1998, I know a lot of the halftime TV viewers, they probably were maybe 5, 10, like you don't remember it explicitly, because one, not a whole lot of folks had a television back then, so not a lot of folks got to watch it. But for those who were at the National Stadium, the older folks, whether in the Kingston area, if you're like me, you're from country, so you probably get a glimpse of the neighbor's television, and you see everyone celebrating, etc. But again, being as young as most of us were then, you don't remember it explicitly. So this is the opportunity, and who knows, we may not see it again in our lifetime. I'm hopeful that's not the case, but I know those folks who witnessed it in 1998, they 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 didn't know that they would have to wait so long to see it again. World Cup 2026, here Jamaica comes, and the starting 11 hasn't been announced as yet, but we're going to run through some possible scenarios. Big shout out to Quicklink Shipping as well. The Rebuild Lucy initiative, we have that happening. The link is in the description. If you want to donate, if you want to contribute towards the cause, please feel free. It's basically to buy food supplies and like household supplies for folks impacted by Hurricane Melissa. We'll be sending those back home to Jamaica in the next couple of days. So the link is in the description. Look out for it. We're all set and we're ready to go. World Cup 2026. These are the possible scenarios for Jamaica as we head into the final game. So if Jamaica wins, we finish on 13 points and qualify for the World Cup regardless of the other results. Jamaica draws, we finish on 11 points, we qualify for the World Cup playoff spot in every situation except if Haiti wins by 8 goals. Highly unlikely there. And Honduras wins by 6 goals, and Suriname and Panama win. So again, tight situation there. Jamaica loses, they finish on 10 points, which will mean they qualify for the World Cup playoff spot if one of these things happen. If Suriname, Panama, Haiti, Honduras loses or draw. Okay, a 3-0 loss ties us with Suriname if they draw, and 6-0 loss ties us with Panama if they draw. Both situations, again, highly unlikely. Next possible scenarios: Suriname, Panama, Haiti, and Honduras win, and a Jamaica loss equal no World Cup playoff. So there's still the possibility that Jamaica doesn't make it to the playoff, and that would happen if Suriname, Panama, Honduras, and Haiti all win and Jamaica loses. None of these teams play each other, so this outcome is still possible. The World Cup playoff teams so far: we have the Democratic Republic of Congo, we have Bolivia, saw what they're doing, what they did in South America, New Caledonia. Now Iraq and United Arab Emirates, they played a little bit earlier today, and Iraq won. So what that means is Iraq has confirmed their place in the World Cup playoff spot. So that's what it looks like for now. Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, all the possible scenarios, I just outlined them. So I think as things stand right now, it's in our favor. We have a whole lot of what ifs that go in our favor and a very few what ifs that don't go in our favor. So I'm kind of leaning on the side that worst case scenario, Jamaica ends up in the playoff spot, which I do not want Jamaica to end up, by the way, because the teams that are currently in the playoff spot are so strong. And I know folks are going to say, if we are to go to the World Cup, these are the teams that we need to beat. Agreed. But if we can avoid it, I think we should avoid it as best as possible. Again, possible scenarios for Jamaica this evening. If Jamaica wins, we finish on 13 points and we qualify for the World Cup automatically. Jamaica wins, finish on 13 points, qualify for the World Cup automatically. If Jamaica draws, we finish on 11 points, we qualify for the playoffs, which in every situation, except if Haiti wins by 8 goals, Honduras wins by 6 goals, and Suriname and Panama win, which probably won't happen. If Jamaica loses, they finish on 10 points and they qualify for the World Cup playoff spot, but only if Suriname, Panama, Haiti, and Honduras lose or draw. A 3-0 loss ties us with Suriname if they draw, and a 6-0 loss ties us with Panama if they draw. Both situations, again, highly unlikely. I can't see Curaçao beating Jamaica by 6 at the National Stadium. Next possible scenarios: a Suriname, Panama, Honduras, and Haiti win, and a Jamaica loss equals no World Cup playoff spot. None of these teams play each other, so that is still very much likely. The teams, as I mentioned, who are already in the playoff spots are Democratic Republic of Congo, Bolivia, New Caledonia, and Iraq, courtesy of their win earlier today. I believe it was 2-1 over the United Arab Emirates. That one was tied. The first leg was 1-1, and then they played again today, and Iraq won by 2 goals to 1. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it ended. I think it was 2-1. But give me a sec. Let me just do a quick check. Yep. So Iraq won 2 goals to 1 against the United Arab Emirates. So big day for the Jamaican and for the Reggae Boys fans. And I think this is the light we need. This is a bit of hope that we need. And all day it's been all over Kingston. It's been all over social media. Even folks who haven't been paying attention to football, they are now in tune. And the National Stadium, so many areas are already sold out. Grandstand sold out. We have the cycling track sold out. Currently, only bleachers tickets are available, and those are going extremely fast. So if you still want to go to the National Stadium, there is still 2 hours to go, give or take. There will be traffic. If you can carpool, please do so. Park your car at home and take an Uber or an on time or something. Get there and support the Reggae Boys. But again, if you're new to Halftime TV, welcome to the channel. This is the pre-game show, Jamaica versus Curacao. Both teams looking for a spot at the 2026 World Cup. Either way you put it, any way you put it today, history will be made. If Curacao wins, they will become the smallest nation to qualify for the World Cup. They don't even have 200,000 people. Also, none of the players that Curacao played in the last outing were born in Curacao. So again, a piece of history there. Again, none of the Curacao players were actually born in Curacao. So talk about the Jamaican players and the Jamaican fans complaining about foreign-based players. Curacao is the walking example of that. A lot of these players, I think Bar Tahiti Chong, who is out until next year, they weren't born in Curacao, but the Dutch heritage um, allows them to play for Curacao, and that's what we're seeing now. And that kind of accounts for the quality of football that they've been playing. Some brilliant stuff. Big Advocate, he's working magic with this team, and I know a lot of Jamaican fans they they're huge fans of the Curacao coach because of what he's done with this team and what he continues to do. We received some reports, was it yesterday, that he had to leave the Curacao squad because of a family emergency. We haven't received any update to say he has returned, but we will constantly be checking on that. But regardless, I still think his lieutenant should be able to do the job and to get the business done in his absence. Yeah man, big up everybody, big up. Um, yeah, big up. We appreciate the support, folks. We appreciate the support. We've only been streaming for what 10 minutes, and already it's almost 100 of you on here. So big up on yourself. This is Halftime TV, and we will be live streaming for the next few hours. This is just a pre-game show. We will be sharing our screen as soon as the game kicks off. We'll be going through the starting lineups as soon as those become available. But in the meantime, between time, let's look at what happened the last time Jamaica and Curacao met. We're going to go through a bit of a recap, go through some of the statistics there to see where Jamaica struggled and where we need to improve in this one. So let me know when you can see it on your screen. Let me know when you can see it on your screen. Jamaica versus Curacao. This is what it looked like the last time both teams played, and this game happened down there in Curacao. So they had us on home turf. They made that home turf advantage work as well because the Jamaicans struggled to keep the ball rolling. They struggled on the pitch that Curacao took us to play. And although Jamaica had the lion's share of the possession, they didn't really make the best of it. They had a lot of shots as well, and I think that's where the confidence in this team is coming from right now. Because if you've been on social media at any point today, you'll see that all the Reggae Boys, they've been posting on their social media pages, and they've all but guaranteed us, the fans, that they will get the business done. And I think that piece of statistics that you're seeing on the screen now is the reason. 58% ball possession, 18 shots, 5 big chances created, and they say it all the time: possession doesn't win you games. But this is one of the very few games that I've watched in recent times where the Reggae Boys have actually had the lion's share of the possession. And as you can see, the statistics that matters here is the scoreline, and the Reggae Boys lost by 2 goals to 0. So maybe it was something that the Advocate purposely did, allow the Reggae Boys to have the ball in areas that they couldn't really cause too much harm to them, knowing that, hey, we know how to counter these tactics, or we know how to counter the Reggae Boys having the sheer possession. So Comenencia, he scored, as well as Gore. Gore came on in the second half, and within about 10 minutes or 15 minutes of being on the pitch, he scored, and it was a brilliant goal as well, coming on that left-hand side. Whether or not he will be on the starting lineup today or he'll be coming from the bench, that's something I think Coach Steve McLaren needs to pay attention to. But I think Gore is one of those where kind of power change, similar to Whisper in the Jamaican national team. Kahim Dixon I huge fan of his. Watched him at Clarendon College. He matriculated to the senior level, played for Arnett Gardens, and then he got his move abroad. But ever since he's been introduced to the national team, he's been bright. Every time he shows up, he gives us big performances. And I think this evening will be no different. I think it's one of those days where it's there for the taking. It's a Kaheem Dixon and Dujon Richards kind of evening. And those youngsters, having not seen Jamaica playing a World Cup, I think this is their opportunity to make it happen and to actually create history, not only for their folks but for themselves, because again, neither of these players were on earth. They weren't born as yet when Jamaica qualified for the World Cup in 1998. Whisper recently turned 20, I believe, and Kaim Dixon is 20. So still very young. They haven't seen it. They haven't seen it, and for them, uh, it is the first time. It's the first time they've one gotten so close, and two, the first time should it happen that they'll be seeing Jamaica in the World Cup. But going through it again, 42% possession. Expected goals 0.42, Jamaica's expected goal 1.30, yet they didn't get on the score sheet. So some may say it's wasteful, but I think on the day, um, there weren't a whole lot of opportunities that you say, okay, Jamaica should have scored, but there are a few where you thought, yes, that I think one especially from Richard King, I believe it was, where we said, yes, definitely Jamaica should have gotten on the score sheet. The starting lineup on the day was Andre Blake, Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Richard King, Dexter Lembikisa, Bobby Reed, and Ian Frey. I think Ian Frey was playing his first game for Jamaica. Ronaldo Cephas, again, 7.3 rating for Ronaldo Cephas, as was the case in the game against Trinidad, one of Jamaica's brighter players on the day. Tyrese Campbell, he played on the right that evening. We had Jonathan Russell and Bailey Kadamatri rounding out the 11. Whether that will be the case this evening, personally, I think the coach will be making some wholesale changes. The likes of Kaheem Dixon will be starting on that right hand side. That's my preference, and that's what I think will happen. Dexter Lembikisa, again, if you watched my previous video where I did the must start, I think Dexter Lembikisa is one of those who needs to start. Coach Steve McLaren needs to ensure that Lembikisa is on that right back position. Richard King, I'm not sure what's happening with Richard King. I'm not sure what's happening with Richard King. Wasn't too convinced in the last game, but I think either way, Richard King or Damian Lowe, you're getting the same thing, and maybe we bring in Damian Lowe when we're leading this game to kind of shut it down. Richard King, he will bring the ball forward, he will take it out of defense and get the team upfield. But I think this game is ripe for Damian Lowe. Um, but again, I'm not the coach, so let's see what decision the coach makes. In the back line, Andre Blake and Ethan Pinnock, those two I think are given. They will be on the starting lineup today. Bobby Reed, I think Isaac Hayden wasn't fit for this particular game, but he will be in there. Ian Frey won't play, and even if he plays, it will be a cameo. But Isaac Hayden will be in that number 6 position. Russell, I had a conversation with someone today, and they mentioned that Russell always gets on the score sheet and always finds himself in positions to cause threat to goal. We saw in the game against Trinidad and Tobago, got on the score sheet, but then it was ruled offside. So I think Russell being in the starting lineup is basically a trump card for the coach. He knows what he gets with Russell, a lot of hustle off the ball and occasionally arriving in the box late to get on the score sheet. So he'll probably be on the score sheet. But in that number 9 position, I think Shamar Nicholson needs to start. I think Shamar Nicholson must start this evening. Rima Jesus, as he's affectionately called, and he may very well be to the rescue of Jamaica this evening. Room was the best player on the pitch last time out, getting a score of 8.5. And for those who've been watching the videos, you know that I'm not really big on the sofa score ratings. But in this particular game, I watched it, and I think Room was good on the day. He was brilliant, as a matter of fact, made a number of saves, and probably the difference and the reason Jamaica didn't leave Curacao with a point. But let's see how those starting 11s work out. We're going to jump over to the polls now to see what the folks are saying. We have 101 votes in already. Will Jamaica qualify today for the 2026 World Cup? We have 83% saying yes, 17% saying no. For those who are saying no, let me know why you say that. Let me know why you don't think Jamaica will qualify. Is it the coaching? Is it the players? Let's have the conversation below. But whew, we're looking at it. We're looking at it, people. We're looking at it. We're looking at it. We're going to check some of the reactions as well over on Twitter to hear what folks are saying about today's game. Jamaica takes on Curacao, and it is do or die. If there ever was a game where everything depends on it, it is today. And we've been seeing it all week, you know. We've been seeing it all week. We saw Nigeria. We saw Nigeria bow out. We saw Scotland today upset Denmark. We've been seeing it all week. So uh, everybody have make a return since 1998. So Scotland is back. We saw Ireland coach Heimer Hallgrimsson, that team that he's coaching. Uh, Heimer Hallgrimsson, Jamaica's coach, you know, that coach at Joseph Jamaica. He was placed in a group with the likes of Hungary and Portugal, and he actually secured a playoff spot for Ireland, something that no one expected. So Coach Heimer Hallgrimsson working magic there with the Northern Ireland team. Curacao for the win. All right, fair, fair. Keep those thoughts coming in. Rally with the Reggae Boys, whatever. Okay. When the Reggae Boys win, this guy will be insufferable. Okay. That's someone practicing their celebration for the Reggae Boys win later. The Reggae Boys have one job tonight, just one. Do not stress me out. Jamaica needs this. Handle business and get us to the World Cup. Reggae Boys, it's written in the stars. Scotland and Norway have both qualified for their first World Cup since 1998. Reggae Boys, it's your turn. Let's get the job done. QPR Football Club tweeting as well. World Cup qualification on the line. A big night ahead for our Reggae Boys. Reggae Boys, what do you have for me tonight? If Reggae Boys win this match, let me give all my followers them $10,000. Curacao handled business already. They can do it again. All right, we'll see. We're still going through the tweets, people, because Reggae Boys right now trending on Twitter, trending on TikTok, trending on Instagram. They are everywhere. Work with me, Reggae Boys. Work with me. We need to go to the World Cup. I hope the Reggae Boys bring it in up. Please, just please. I think based on these reactions that I'm reading, it's a whole lot of desperation right now. And this is down to, this is down to Steve McLaren sending up everyone's blood pressure and leaving it far, far too late for a lot of people's liking. Folks are worried. Folks are worried. But yeah, let's check out a couple more. Austria, Scotland, and Norway are on their way to their first World Cup since 1998. So similar tweet to what we saw a little bit earlier. Reggae Boys haven't been to the World Cup since 1998. Please make it happen, Reggae Boys. All right. Just another one, but I won't read that one. Jamaica, you have one chance. Don't let me down, Reggae Boys. Reggae Boys win. I will never cuss them again. All right, so folks already regretting cussing out the Reggae Boys. Reggae Boys will be victorious this evening. I'll wake up to good news in the morning. Come on, Jamaica. All right, so those are just a few tweets that we've checked out. As I mentioned, the Reggae Boys are trending on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Folks all over the globe are posting content about the Jamaican national team because in about 2 hours from now, they will take to the field at the National Stadium and basically they will have another kick at making it to the 2026 World Cup. I won't say it's the final chance because as I as I mentioned as I mentioned there are a couple scenarios that will actually benefit the Reggae Boys and give them another chance via the playoffs. But the teams in the playoffs right now tough teams, tough teams. So if we can avoid the playoffs at all costs, I think that's our best bet. Just avoid the playoffs, get the business done, and everything should be perfectly fine. Avoid the playoffs, yeah, and get the business done, and everything perfectly fine. Yeah. All right. Let me see again. Keep the votes coming in. We're up to 150 votes now. Keep on voting, folks. Keep on letting us know what's happening at the stadium. Give me a sec. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Henry Butler saying I was in the stands cheering them on last time they qualified. We got a holiday the next day. I know there have been a lot of Jamaican fans who've been calling for tomorrow to be a holiday, and I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind another holiday added to another holiday thrown in there. I know Jamaicans love a holiday, and I think after everything that's happened over the last couple of weeks, we take a holiday right now. So, big up Henry Butler. Thank you for tuning in, Henry. But let's take a look at the Curacao team that started against Jamaica in Curacao. And remember, this same Curacao team went on. This same Curacao team went on to beat Bermuda by about 7 goals or so. So we had a room in goal, Sambo Gary, Obispo, Brennett. In midfield, we have like the Bakuna brothers. We have Juninho Bakuna and Leandro Bakuna. Leandro Bakuna is the one who used to play for Aston Villa. So I know most of the folks they're like, oh, Curacao has a player who used to play for Aston Villa. He's the number 10, 34 years of age, I believe, and his brother plays on the other side. Uh, Juninho Bakuna, he's still in his 20s, very skillful player. He plays in the number 7 jersey. In the middle, we have the number 8, Comenencia. He got on the score sheet. Good goal as well. Last time out, got caught Andre Blake off guard. Struck it from about, I want to say 20, 28, 27 yards out. Got it in the bottom right hand corner. And that basically gave Curacao the lead on the day. Um, but yeah, in the attacking phase of this team, we have Margarita, the player who has the player who has um, the name similar to a drink, Margarita. We have Locadia, and then we have Hansen playing on the left. Big game, big game for all these players. Big game for all these players, and I think this is this is by far the biggest game they they've had to play in their careers. 8.5 again for Room last time out. I think he needs to have a brilliant game if Jamaica is to be denied this evening. Andre Blake, the same goes for him. He rescued Jamaica last time out in that game against Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica left with a draw, but it could have been actually worse. Could have been actually worse. Anyway. I can actually watch live from the UK. Wow. Sorry, my neighbors. 1 a.m. match time. Pod covers. Where are you? Wow. Stacey, I hope you don't wake up all the neighbors. I hope you don't wake up all the neighbors. But yes, I endorse the pod covers 150%. Make it happen. Cheer them on. Send the energy down there for the reggae boys, so they can get the business done. But it's it's almost there. It's almost there. 2 hours away. We're still waiting on the starting lineup. We're still tracking the build up as the Reggae Boys they look to secure this automatic World Cup qualifying spot. We're checking it out. We're checking it out. And there are other games happening this evening at the same time as well, you know. There are other games happening this evening at the same time. Other games will be happening the same time to protect the integrity of the competition. So we have Curacao versus Guatemala happening at 8 as well. We have Panama versus El Salvador. Jamaica plays Curacao, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, as we've been talking about really for the last 30 minutes. Trinidad and Tobago is the other game in our group. They face Bermuda. Then in Group C, we have Costa Rica versus Honduras, and then Haiti versus Nicaragua. So all the games will be played at 8 o'clock. There are 6 games to be played, and this is the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. 6 games to be played. Haiti versus Nicaragua. Haiti in a good position right now to qualify for the World Cup. Haiti in a good position right now to qualify for the World Cup. And let's take a look at that. Quick look at that. Haiti on 8 points, a goal difference of +1. Honduras on 8 points, a goal difference of +3. And Haiti, I think Haiti plays Nicaragua, who is at the bottom of the table, and Honduras plays Costa Rica. So Costa Rica, realistically, they still can qualify if they win against Honduras. If Costa Rica wins against Honduras, they qualify, assuming that Haiti loses, that Haiti draws or loses. But that group very much wide open, not like the group that Jamaica is in, where Jamaica not like the Jamaica group where, you know, Trinidad and Tobago is already out of the mix. Basically, they're just playing now as a formality against Bermuda. But Honduras, Haiti, and Costa Rica, all 3 teams still have a chance of qualifying. And that's one of the reasons these games are being played at the same time. Okay, let's take a look at this group. And I think this one has the surprise package because no one expected Suriname to be leading this group. In a group with 3 Latin American teams, we have Panama, Guatemala, and El Salvador. It is Suriname who are leading. They haven't lost the game so far. They've drawn 3 and they've won 2, and they're sitting pretty right now at the top of the table as they go up against Guatemala, who is in 3rd place. Guatemala, regardless of what happens, they can't make it to the World Cup anymore. They can't make it to the playoffs either because the maximum points that they can accrue from this group is 8. So the best that Guatemala can get to is 8 with a win against Suriname. Suriname, if they get a draw and Panama fails to win, then they're good. But I think Suriname will be going into this one and trying their best to win to get all 3 points against Guatemala, who have lost 2 games so far in these qualifiers. They've lost 2, they've drawn 2, and they've won only once. Suriname, they are away to Guatemala, so let's see what that one has for us. Now let's check out the next one. Let's check out the next one. So we spoke about both groups. We spoke about Haiti's group. Haiti, good position right now to qualify for the World Cup. Suriname, also good position to qualify for the World Cup. If we can't get it done, might as well we stay home without the Kingpins, Mexico, and the US in the mix. I'm hoping for the best. Go Reggae Boys from Canada. I don't want to hear about the playoffs. Henry Butler. All right, Henry, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Henry. Henry doesn't want to hear about the playoffs. I told people a long time that Suriname and Curaçao would be competitive this World Cup campaign based on the ability to get foreign players. All Sports Jamaica, yeah, and not only get foreign players, but the quality of foreign players that they're getting. the football IQ of the players that they're getting in. Because if you check the levels, a lot of the players that they're getting aren't players that we're seeing playing in the Championship or even in the English Premier League. They're getting players from the Dutch leagues, and these are players who are technically sound players. And again, these players, when they come to CONCACAF, they're causing a whole lot of problems because countries like Jamaica, and not I won't say countries like Jamaica in particular, we look only the English Championship, etc., for ancestry to get the players in. But I'm pretty sure if Simon and company, if they look elsewhere, like in the Dutch league and other leagues around the world, I'm sure they'll find a few players there who are proper players. It might not be the biggest names, but who would improve Jamaica from a technical standpoint. English players, don't get me wrong, very physical, uh, quick, robust, etc. But from a technical perspective, we don't have a lot of that in the team, and that's why we struggle. And Craig Butler actually spoke about it. He spoke about the Jamaican players not playing to their strengths because their strength is being quick, being strong, being physical, etc. So it's one of those, and it's been a concern for Jamaica from ever since. So no surprises there. But this is the other group, as we mentioned. Suriname sitting pretty in a group with three Latin American teams that, and I'll say that unapologetically, that could never be Jamaica. Once we're in a group with Latin American teams, we struggle, and we struggle so bad. So regardless of whether it's a Gold Cup, World Cup qualifiers, once there's a Latin American team, expect Jamaica to struggle. In the other one, Haiti, looking good, and they're doing the business as well. Haiti looking good, doing the business. 2 draws, 2 wins, and a loss so far, and they too are in a group with all Latin American teams. So Jamaica has been spared in this one, and I don't think it will ever get any easier because our kryptonite Latin American teams. That's our kryptonite there, and we actually ended up in a group. I don't know how lucky we are, or if it's luck, but someone someone made a deal somewhere, but Jamaica ended up in a group with no Latin American team. Hmm? No Latin American team. So Jamaica, we have Curacao, Trinidad and Tobago, and Bermuda in our group. When we saw this group the first time and we looked across and saw the other groups, I was one of those that basically I was celebrating already. I have my passport here, I have my suitcase, I have everything, and I was celebrating. I have the pictures to show too, so you can check it out on YouTube. We saw the group and we basically punched the ticket in advance and said, "Hey, Jamaica has this one covered." Um, not as straightforward as we expected. Not as straightforward as we expected, but there's still hope. There's still hope. We will get it done. We'll get the job done this evening. We will get the job done this evening for sure. So Curacao, 3 wins and 2 draws. They haven't lost the game so far at this final round of World Cup qualification. Jamaica, 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss, and that loss came against Curacao. Jamaica has conceded 3 goals. 2 of those goals have been scored by Curacao. So this is the only team that has given Jamaica real problems. Curacao won't be doing any favors on the pitch. They already did their good deed on the ground. So um, yeah, 3 goals conceded for Jamaica. 2 of those goals were scored by Curacao. Curacao, on the other hand, 3 goals conceded as well. Jamaica hasn't scored against them. They've scored 13 goals so far. They've even scored more than Jamaica. So from an attacking standpoint, they've proven more lethal than the Reggae Boys. And from a defensive standpoint, they're equally as sound. So expect this to be one of those games that it's neck to neck. It's extremely close. I was watching some interviews earlier today, and folks were saying Curacao is going to get 7 and all of that. I think it's wishful thinking more than anything else. I think Curacao will give us a tough challenge at the National Stadium, and it's not the biggest name that you'll see in football, but they will give Jamaica a real challenge this evening. Remember, Curacao wants this just as bad, or probably even more from a football perspective. Agreed, agreed. So Curacao needs it as well. It's not a case where only Jamaica needs it. They may be coming to Jamaica, and they probably they won't have as much fans as Jamaica naturally, but I think they need it equally as much. Curacao for the win. All right, folks. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. We have almost 300 of you on the live stream now. Please ensure that you subscribe to the channel and smash the like button, share the live as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're up to 20 something likes. Come on, let's get the live stream to 50 likes real quick, people. Let's get the live stream to 50 likes. We have over 1,800 views on the video. Let's get the live stream to 50 likes real quick. Let's get it up there. Get it up there. We're going to pause for a couple minutes and we're going to smash the like button and get this live stream up to 50 likes real quick. And then we will continue. All right. 258 votes in so far. Will Jamaica qualify today? 79% of those voters are saying yes, 21% saying no. We're 19 votes away, 19 likes away now, sorry, from 50. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. 18 now, 18. If you're on the live stream and you haven't smashed the like button as yet, now is your time. Keep it going, keep it going. Blue Wave. We have a lot of Curacao fans in the comment section this evening. Once we play with discipline, pass the ball with purpose, we can win. However, that's going to be hard. Curacao is a serious team. 34, 36, so 14 away now, people. 14 away. Keep on pushing, keep on going. Curacao is a good team, all right? And if you're in Jamaica, people, and you want to watch the game will be live on TVJ at 8 o'clock this evening. Game will be live on TVJ 8 o'clock this evening. If you're outside of Jamaica, it will be on the CONCACAF YouTube page. You go on there, you will see it. 10 likes away from 50 now. Let's get it done. Let's check out what's happening over here once you play ball. Okay. Yeah. Fist pump. Psh, there you go. We're still checking in, people. We're still checking in, and we're still checking in to see what's happening at the National Stadium. And as we alluded to a little bit earlier, we will be making a few calls during the game, or probably even before the game, to connect with some folks who are at the National Stadium right now. Need to see folks went out early to the National Stadium this evening, as was directed. Get there as early as possible. Get there as early as possible. In 97 Stadium, Ram already 2 hours. Okay, 37 minutes ago. Yeah, we still a lot of room in the National Stadium, right? Yeah, still a lot of room in the National Stadium. Yeah, Curaçao team on their way to the National Stadium right now. They're celebrating. The vibe is right, I guess. Bakuna with the speakers. Yeah, so the Curaçao team, they're ready. And the Curaçao fans, they're rolling out as well. But spirit is high among the Curaçao players right now as they make their way to the Jamaica National Stadium for the game against the Reggae Boys. As for the Jamaicans, all day, they've been trying to get the vibe up. They've been trying to get the mood going, and I think there'll be a lot of nerves this evening. Folks understand what's at stake. We haven't gotten this close. We haven't gotten this close, at least not in recent memory. It means a lot to so many people. And as I saw with Nigeria a couple of days ago, you just cannot afford to get it wrong this evening. All right, let's see where we're at. Come on, people. Just a few away now. Just a few away now. Let's get it to 50. Then once we get to 50, we can continue or build up to the the game at 8. Remember, this live stream will run for probably another hour, and then we will hop over to the actual stream that we will be covering the game on. So another hour on this live stream, and then we're gonna hop over to the other one where we will be covering the game on Jamaica versus Curacao. This is what the table is looking like right now. 35,000 capacity for the national stadium. The weather 26 degrees Celsius. Perfect temperature for some good football this evening. Perfect temperature. They'll be playing on grass. Wasn't the case last time out in Curacao. I don't know what that was, but definitely not grass. Right, 5 likes away, and then we're all good. 5 likes away, and then we're up to 50, and then back to the coverage. But let's see if we have any updates. Oh, also Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer, it was announced that he's not expected to play any part this evening, not match fit. Don't know what happened there, but initially he wasn't included because he didn't go to Trinidad with the team because of injury, and then he was added as a late addition. It was announced as a late addition, and then we received news earlier today that Casey Palmer will not be taking any part this evening due to lack of match fitness. So, Coach Steve McLaren, I don't know what's happening there, and again, could be mind games, could be whatever. But Coach Steve McLaren bringing in a player that was injured. Remember, Casey Palmer was injured before the game against Trinidad. That's why he wasn't included because of injury. And then you say, hey, we're gonna bring him in. Then you bring him in. He's injured again. I don't think that he had fully recovered from that injury, and I think the coach was basically trying to force an issue, and it didn't work out. So 1 like away from 50. So if you're on here, we have 250 folks on the live stream. If you're on here and you haven't liked the videos yet, go ahead, and we're there. So thank you to everyone who smashed the like button. Big shout out as well to those who continue to support Halftime TV. We're almost at 34,000 subscribers on the channel, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. Also, we've left a link in the description, the Rebuild Lucy initiative. We're trying to support some folks who were impacted by Hurricane Melissa. So if you want to contribute towards that initiative or you want to donate, you can check out the link. It's in the description below this video. Don't worry, we'll keep you updated throughout the journey with pictures and videos. We already purchased some supplies for some folks, and as soon as those are handed over, we will share the updates with you. But let's get back to the football now. So Andre Blake, Holgate, Pinnock, Gregley, Hayden, Gray, Russell, Borrell, Bobby Reed, Cephas. You can see the goals next to their names. These are the players who've been scoring goals for Jamaica. Cephas looks good this World Cup qualifying campaign. And as you can see next to the ratings, he's one of the most highly rated players. I think Cephas basically worked his way into this team because at the beginning, there were a lot of folks questioning whether Cephas should be included in the team, questioning his role, questioning his decision making. And he has subsequently turned that around, and now fans are saying Cephas should be the first name on the team sheet. Fans are saying Cephas should be the first name on the team sheet, and that's how you play your way back into favor. That's how you play your way back into favor, people. All right. Let me see if the starting lineup is ready. Let me see if the starting lineup is ready. Win, win, win. The Reggae Boys, Ray from England. Big up yourself, Ray from England. Good guy, Jam. Yeah, big up yourself, Ray from England. Again, if you're in the United States or Canada, you can watch the game on CONCACAF YouTube page. Okay, you can watch the game on the CONCACAF YouTube page. We're gonna check it out right now. Put on my lucky necklace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On the lucky necklace. All right, so the starting lineup that you're seeing on the screen right now is a predicted lineup. This is a predicted lineup, and they're saying Richard King, Mason Holgate, Ethan Pinnock, Greg Lay, Isaac Hayden, Bobby Reed, and Russell, Demari Gray, Ronaldo Cephas, and Borrell. So that's what their predicted 11 is. I don't think that will be the case. I think maybe probably 2 or 3 changes to this, and we're all good. But yeah, we will find out what the starting 11 is in just about 20 minutes or so. Usually it's an hour before the game kicks off. I don't expect it to be any different this evening, but those are the 11 players that are expected to start this evening as per Foot Mob. From a Curaçao perspective, those are the 11. Room, Van Eijma, Sambo, Obispo, Floranos, Bakuna, the pair of Bakunas rather, Comenencia, Gore. Gore came off the bench last time against Jamaica and scored Castaner in the number 9 position and Hansen on the right. So Lacadia on the bench as per the predictions for this evening. Well, not even on the bench. Not even on the bench, so probably he's injured. All right, let's keep it going, folks. Let's keep those votes coming in as we will constantly be checking in the comment section. 422 votes in, and we have 80% of the folks still saying they think Curacao. The 80% of the folks still saying they think the Reggae Boys will win. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We like it. Yes. All right, we're gonna share the link now, and if you want to stream it to the destination, we're gonna share the link right now. And if you want to hop on and share a few thoughts on the game and drop a prediction, please feel free to do so. Don't worry, usually we don't share the link, but this evening is a special occasion. If you want to join us on the live stream to share your thoughts and drop your predictions, let us know. We welcome your input. This is Halftime TV, and this is your opportunity to share the space and to let us know what your thoughts are on this game. What are your expectations? You can drop some score lines, your predicted score line, who you think will win it, that kind of vibe, and we can have a quick chat as well. I welcome the Curacao fans in here in particular because I realize that there are a lot of folks from Curacao who are in the comment section. So if you're from Curacao, we welcome you. Thank you for choosing Halftime TV. And if you want to hop on and have a quick chat about the game, now is your opportunity. I think we'll probably leave it there for 15 minutes or so. Yeah. And then we'll pull it. And then afterwards, we'll Curacao for the big win. Felix, big up yourself, Felix. Big up yourself, Felix. To this Curacao for life. All right. Let's hear what Curacao for life has to say. Blessings, bossy. How you doing? All right, Curacao for life. You need to unmute your mic. B Union enter the studio. All right. Remember, if you want to share your thoughts, you have to unmute your mic, and then we'll add you to the stage. All right. So once you add it to the stage, you need to unmute your mic and share your thoughts. So B Union, we're gonna add you now. You unmute your mic and share your predictions. Can you hear me? Good evening. No? All right. We're not hearing B Union this evening. All right. Again, if you want to share your thoughts, as soon as you click the link and hop on, you have to unmute your mic. You have to allow the StreamYard app permission to access your microphone, and then you unmute your mic and share your thoughts as soon as we add you to the live stream. Okay? Yeah, I know for most of you, it's the first time probably using the software, so just a bit of instructions on how to maneuver it. Nats Robinson, Jamaica, big up yourself, Nats. And for those in the comment section, drop your flags, folks. We're almost 400 people in the live stream. Drop your flags. Let's drop some flags in the comment section. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and let us know what team you're representing this evening. Check it live. We're gonna share the link where you can watch the match live. The broadcasting rights have been purchased by TVJ, and then CONCACAF will be showing the match live on their YouTube channel as well, depending on where you are in the world. Okay. We've added it. All right. So Marlene entered the studio. Marlene, let me know if you are here to share your thoughts. I'm gonna add you to the stage, and as soon as I add you, you're going to take your mic off mute. Okay.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm here to share my thoughts.
Good evening.
Uh,
How you doing?
yes, so far I've been enjoying your show, and I don't think Jamaica is in a very precarious position, so they will need to win. I think they're going to play attacking today, but hopefully the Curacao would not do the counter attack and catch them off guard. That's my only fear. But I think they're going to play a very attacking match tonight.
All right. Thank you for your input, Marlene. Do you have a favorite reggae boy player?
Um, I, um, but Lati Bodier,
Glad to be there. All right.
yes,
All right.
I
That's a very
like him.
that's a very
Mhm.
good player, Marlene. Good choice. Any score predictions you want to leave us with this evening?
To be honest, I think it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Jamaica.
2-1 in favor of Jamaica. All right. Thank you
Yes.
so very much, Marlene. So refreshing to hear someone calling in and sharing the space and knowledgeable about the game as well. So thank you for tuning in, Marlene, and thank you for making it halftime TV. And please feel free to call anytime. All right.
Sure, I was on the last campaign for the 98 World Cup. I even went to the matches, even overseas as well. So I was very much a part of it. It's just because of other commitment where I'm not at the stadium today. So I'm very
Wow,
much,
that's
yes,
good
I'm
to
a,
know. But you're there in spirit. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that they miss you, and I'm sure they know you're there in spirit, supporting them. In
yeah.
1998, I was still a toddler, so
Oh. I was at the stadium when we got the holiday the following day. Yes.
What was it like? Talk us through that experience. What was it
Uh,
like being in the stadium, the build up, the vibe, everything? Because we hear about it, but not like it's just not the same hearing pieces and bits and pieces and seeing those small clips and than actually hearing how the experience was like for someone who was actually there. Because I glimpsed it on television. I don't really remember much about it. We just remember folks running on onto the pitch and the song playing. Rise up.
yes, it was, we were very much on the edge because, we believed that we, would have qualified and, it was just how they would play on the day, but, we stood behind them in terms of support and they did it. And they find that final match in Washington, yes, that they played. I was there as well. In that stadium, I went to support them as well, and the feeling was, we felt, so as a nation, we felt so special. And I think, having the right team in place, we can repeat. And I think this crop of players that we have, they are doing very well to me, based on the games that I've watched so far. So I think it will be the same, the whole youth era and all of that, so um I'm waiting, and as I said, I'm expecting the reggae boys to come out on top.
All right.
And
Thank you so very much, Marlene. I'm gonna give someone else an opportunity, but thanks so very much for tuning in, and I hope you stick around for the rest of the show for the next couple of hours. All right.
most definitely, thanks for having me as well, and have a good one. Bye.
You as well. Bye bye. All right. We have who else we have here? Looks like it's Tariq. All right, we're gonna add you to the stage, Tariq. Good evening, bossy. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Hearing me clear?
Yeah, yeah, we're hearing you clearly. What's good?
Alright.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Anticipating the match. Jamaican living in the States.
All right.
Um,
Where are you watching the match this evening?
we're in the States, or where
Where
I'll be watching it.
where you'll be watching it?
More than likely, I have this thing called Santa Sports that bring all the games, so maybe
Okay,
there.
good. Fair.
Yeah. So my thing is, I think Curacao will be coming to sit in, knowing they don't have to win. So this is where it get a bit technical in the
Yeah.
starting 11. I hear everybody asking for all the attacking players to start. However, I think the game will be um very, how can I say, different based on our wing backs.
Yeah.
That is where I think the essential part of the game will be, because they will be trying to counter. So we need to get the proper win backs. I would actually start the two that um I don't remember the name at the moment, but they have the two pacey wing backs which are very essential. So if they do bomb forward, they have the pace to recover back.
To recover, which is fair, which is fair. I think I agree with you with well huge fractions of what you just said. I think the fact that Jamaica is desperate for a win, it will leave a lot of space for Curacao to exploit. And we you spoke about the wing backs and them being able to go back to defend. I think that's very important because in going forward to attack, there will be spaces left behind, and I think Curacao, if Jamaica doesn't play their cards right, they can harm Jamaica uh, from that front. All right. So who are your favorite reggae boys now? Tariq, what players are you excited to see this evening?
To be honest, I'm very excited to see how well CFAS will do today, because the last game they played, I think the right back for Curacao played him match him pretty well. So I want
Yeah,
to see how you learn from the last experience. And I heard you mentioned something about the pitch there. I've been to Curacao, so I can definitely say it's like it's definitely not grass, and it has some like black things underneath it, like some, like the chevron on the track.
yeah, yeah.
It's similar to that. So the ball moves different there. as well as when it bounce, it also bounce different. But I
Uh,
want to say one. I want to ask you a question: is King fit to play?
I'm not sure. I didn't receive any update, and I'm very much in the loop, put it that way. So I didn't receive any update to the contrary to say that he wasn't fit.
Mm.
And again,
That
I
was
just
essential because I was going to go something like unpredictable. I would have went Pinnock and King, and then I would actually put Low as the sitting midfielder.
okay.
So
So
when they go forward, we can go into a back three. So, but
okay,
let's see how that goes.
okay. So quick update, folks. The Reggae Boys have arrived at the National Stadium as of 10 minutes ago. So the Reggae Boys are in the National Stadium right now. Just got the update here. So we're just a few minutes away from the excitement. You mentioned a little bit earlier saying you'd put Damian Lowe in that sitting midfielder. What are your thoughts on Isaac Hayden? Do you rate him? No,
Hmm. I don't think he is as technical as
folks
what
make him out to
Jamaican.
be.
Yeah, he's okay, but he's
Yeah.
not as technical as everyone makes it. I
All
think
right.
Palmer would be a big miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think out of all of the midfielders that we have, he seems to be the most physical as well as technically sound one.
All right. I'm gonna take one more answer from you, Tariq. I'm gonna drop
Sure.
the question because we have a few folks in the waiting room right now. Um, what's your score prediction for this game, Jamaica versus Curacao?
I say it's going to end 2-1 in the favor of Jamaica. We'll score roughly in the 38th minute. They will
You hear that,
equalize.
folks? For the just made folks here, you're getting all the time that the goal is coming. All right, continue.
They will equalize like early in the second half, and then we'll score roughly in about the 70 minute thereabout and seal
Okay,
it
all
out.
right, all right. So it's a fairy tale ending, heights of heights to close it out. That's Tariq saying. You want to drop the goal scorers as well, Tariq?
Yeah, so I think definitely Nicholson would score.
Yeah,
He's gonna score the first one to be exact because I think they're gonna start him today because they need that force and power up front.
yeah.
And I think the next goal scorer would actually be Bobby.
All right, Bobby D Cordova Reed.
Yeah,
All right, there you go. So Bobby Reed to win it for Jamaica and to send us to the World Cup. Thank you so very much, Tariq, for tuning in. We hope you stick around for the entirety of this show, and we will leave it at that and give Raymond an opportunity to share his thoughts as well. All right. So big up yourself.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
same to you.
All right, we're gonna add Raymond right now to the live stream. Raymond, I hope you're ready. I know you've been waiting a minute. Blessings. Good evening. How you doing?
Blessings, everyone. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, yeah, we're hearing you clearly.
All right. Greetings, massive. I'm talking from California.
California. What time is it now in California?
It's actually 3:42 in the evening.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. So, um, when it comes on to Jamaica versus Curacao, it's for me. We have never qualified for a, a, a World Cup within what 27 years from
Yeah,
1998.
yeah, yeah,
And now we're getting our hopes and dreams at this current moment. I said it before. I know this may upset a few folks in the group. That based on the current group lineup that we got, I think that made the opportunity evident for us to actually make it or have a gateway for us to qualify for next World Cup. Because if we were in other groups, for example, North America or even South American countries, I doubt we'd stand a chance. But we're thinking positive, and I really want Jamaica to qualify. I'm repping for my country. When it comes on to Ty mentioned a player that would be scoring in the 40th minute, right?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
30th. I think he said Shamar Nichols will score in the
Yes,
30th. Yeah,
Nicholson. Yes, Nicholson has a force, and I I agree with Tyreek on that. So, 2-1, going into Jamaica's favor, and that will be it for the evening.
All right, Raymond, do you have a favorite reggae boy? Like, is there
Um,
a player that every time you watch a reggae boys, you say, "Yeah, I can't wait for
no,
that player to get on the pitch"?
no,
No,
no, no, no. To be honest, I think that for me to have a favorite, we still need to work on a lot of things. But no,
fair, fair.
yeah.
Were you around for the 1998 World Cup cycle?
Oh no, no. I was just born in 1998.
Okay. No, 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 no. Because the reaction you gave where you said you don't have a favorite right now, and then you
Yes, yes,
basically
because
improved.
we have been watching football, and really, all right. So I'm really interested in schoolboy football in Jamaica, and looking at the Jamaica Football Federation and the resources that could be added to develop a perfect team for the Jamaica Reggae Boys, or a national team from schoolboy coming into nationals could be
Yeah,
perfect, but we don't see those resources going to any achievements.
fair, fair. So it's kind of like a ready-make vibes now. So
Yes,
not thinking about the grassroots, but uh trying to use basically paper band-aid over the cracks then.
exactly. Perfect.
All right,
Perfect.
fair enough, Raymond. You said it's gonna be 2-1. We'll leave it at that for now, and we'll give someone else an opportunity to share their thoughts. Again, as always, we're grateful for your call. I hope you stick around for the entirety of the show. All right?
All right, no problem.
Yeah, man. Guidance, bossy. All right, there you have it. Raymond sharing his thoughts. We heard from quite a few folks. Still opening the floor for the Curacao fans to share their thoughts as well. What are your predictions? What are your expectations from your team this evening as Jamaica looks to take on Curacao in the final round of World Cup qualifying 2025, World Cup 2026? Jamaica locks horn for a spot at the top of the table. A spot at the top of the table is up for grabs. Need to sell his summer house. The blue wave is going crazy in the stands, in the comment section right now, and in the stands too. The blue wave going crazy. We have 500 people on the live stream. Thank you so very much for tuning into Halftime TV. We will be here for the entirety of the game. We will be hopping over to the next stream for the actual live game show at 7:30. This is the pre-game show, and we're basically providing you with updates as they become available. We've left the link on the screen. If you want to join us, you can. You can hop on and share your thoughts. Let us know what your predictions are, what players you're excited to see, or what players you're looking to see this evening as Jamaica goes up against Curacao. In the other games, as I had mentioned a little bit earlier, we have Costa Rica going up against Honduras, Guatemala versus Suriname, Haiti versus Nicaragua, Panama, El Salvador, and Trinidad and Tobago versus Bermuda. We had mentioned it a little bit earlier as well that Jamaica, they are they're placed in a group with no Latin American team. If you look at groups like the group that Haiti is in, which is, let's pull it up here. Haiti currently vying for a spot at the World Cup. This is what it looks like, and this is one of those groups where I know a lot of Jamaican fans would not want us to fall in. Honduras, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, as things stand right now, Haiti, they've won two, they've drawn two, and they've lost once. And this evening they're playing against Nicaragua, who is at the base of the table. Nicaragua, they've only won once, and their hopes, they virtually cannot qualify for the World Cup anymore because they're on 4 points and a win will take them to 7. So Haiti, all they need to do is get a win, get some goals there as well, and they have a fighting chance, hoping as well that Honduras and Costa Rica ends in a draw. But they they have a good chance of progressing. As a matter of fact, they they they're in a better position than Jamaica because if they win or even if they draw and Honduras loses or what have you. They're in, well, not necessarily. They're super dependent. Similar position as Jamaica, put it that way. Keep dropping the flags in the comment section, people. Keep dropping the flags. We're seeing lots of colors in the comment section. Keep those flags coming in. 6,000 views on the video so far. Keep dropping the flags. They might start here from 2 a.m. 2 a.m. the match will start. So this is the group that Haiti is in. This is a group that Haiti is in. Um, let's check out Suriname. Let's check out Suriname. And them enough on here. Yeah, we need we need the Curaçao fans to call in, but they're not calling in. The Curaçao fans not calling in. We're curious. We want to hear what you folks are saying. Big up the entire Melbourne, Australia. Um, big up the entire Melbourne, Australia. That's tuned into Halftime TV. We appreciate your company. Every time we go live, folks from all over the globe lock into the channel, and a lot of time we're like, "Ooh, we didn't even know that folks were tuning from here." Uganda, Japan, China, New Zealand, Australia, Russia, um, Zimbabwe, South Africa, you name it, they're locked in here. Chile, Argentina. As a matter of fact, big up our friends down there in Argentina as well. Last time out, they actually were on the show with us as we did the preview. I think we did a couple previews with them. So big up the Argentina massive that's tuned into Halftime TV. So this is what Suriname's group looks like. Suriname, I know when news came out that Suriname was at top of their table, folks couldn't believe it. But Suriname, they're on 9 points and they haven't lost the game so far. They haven't lost the game so far. They're placed in a group with, okay, so Leon Bailey is injured. Leon Bailey is injured. So he was injured, then he came back, and then he got injured again. All right. So sorry, I didn't see that a little bit earlier. All right. Is that Kinski? Yeah, Leon Bailey was injured. Yeah, yeah, Leon Bailey, he was injured, came back, and then he got injured again. So that's why he wasn't included. Okay. Um, but yeah, so Suriname, they're on top of their group on 9 points. Panama is in second on 9 points as well. The goal difference, we can see the goal difference there, +5 and +2. Guatemala is in third place on 5 points, and El Salvador at the base of the table on 3 points. So Guatemala and El Salvador both basically out of contention. They cannot qualify for the World Cup anymore. Suriname and Panama, the spots are basically up for grabs between those two. If Suriname wins, and Suriname is playing third place Guatemala, Suriname wins, they're good. Assuming that Panama, even if Panama wins, they don't score as many goals as they have. And again, like you have to factor in goals scored against as well, goal difference, all of that. So Suriname, good position right now, good position right now to progress. And oh, how incredible it would be if Suriname and Curacao both qualify. Two of the very few Dutch countries in the Caribbean qualify for the World Cup. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? But yeah, we're checking it out. We're checking it out. Uh, just about 7 minutes from receiving the starting lineup, just about 7 minutes from the announcement of the starting lineup. And once we get the starting lineup, we'll go through it at length. And then at, I think, I want to say about 7:30 or so. Yeah, about 7:30, we're gonna hop on to the next stream, which is the live stream that we'll be actually using to cover the entire game. So we have the last starting 11. We're still waiting on the confirmed starting 11 for this. And usually, as we mentioned, these are announced 1 hour in advance. So 1 hour before the game, that's when we usually get it. Okay. I can't imagine Jamaica not qualifying with this format would be unimaginable. It doesn't get any easier than this. And I was having a conversation with a friend a little bit earlier, and I told them that, you know, the folks who went and saw the 1998 World Cup qualifying cycle, or 1997 when folks were there watching the game, they didn't know that they would be waiting this long before they got another opportunity to see it. So we have someone backstage, so let's hear what's happening there. Remember, as soon as I add you to the stage, you take your microphone off mute, and then you can share your thoughts. All right. Good evening, caller. How you doing, caller? All right. So the caller isn't ready as yet. Um, the caller isn't ready as yet. Folks, remember, when you send the request to join the live stream, when you hop on, once I add you to the stage, you turn your microphone off mute, and then you can speak, all right? But you need to allow StreamYard access to your microphone, because otherwise you won't be able, or even if you speak, folks won't be able to hear you, okay? Um, so yeah, that's that. 5 minutes away from the starting lineup. Once we get the starting lineup, we will pull it up on the screen and we will run through it. Once we get the starting lineup, we'll pull it up on the screen and then we'll go through it, and we will have proper discussion. We will have a proper discussion. 98 pod cover straight. 98 pod cover. Don't worry. As a matter of fact, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna we're gonna start the game build up a little bit earlier. The National Stadium is packed, folks. I know these players, they've never seen the National Stadium this packed. All right, so we have Nakia in the chat. Nakia, we're gonna add you to the live stream, and then you're gonna share your thoughts. Remember, allow StreamYard access to your microphone, and then you can share your thoughts. All right. All right. Good evening, Nakia. You're on mute. You have to take your microphone off mute. All right, Nakia still on mute there. Oh, struggling. All right, that's fine. But checking over at the National Stadium to see what's happening. A lot of support, a lot of fans in the National Stadium. It's packed. National Stadium is packed. Curacao all the way. National Stadium is packed, folks. And as I mentioned, we are going to hop over to our next live stream. We're gonna hop over to our next live stream, so it should redirect you over there. We're going over to the next live stream as folks are in their colors. They're filling up the National Stadium. They're there to support the Jamaican national team this evening, and I I know they won't be left disappointed. You're up in the wrong shirt. Say we're up in the wrong shirt. Switch shirt. All right, we'll work on that. We'll work on that. We will work on that. But we gotta check in at the National Stadium soon. Don't worry. We need to find out. Mm-mm. So, folks complaining, folks sharing their thoughts after the game. He's suddenly wearing the blue shirt. uh, Curacao colors are blue and yellow and white, right? Work on that before halftime, bro. All right. I'll get a blue jacket to keep close, so I can appease the Curacao fans in here. How does that sound for a deal? You got some really good jokes, you know. You got some really good jokes. Yeah, we're gonna work on that by halftime. Curacao, you seen it there. Curacao haven't lost in 5 matches. Um, they're expecting Curacao to continue that hot streak. Expecting Curacao to continue that hot streak this evening. But let's see. Let's see how it goes. Starting lineups should be ready any day now. Let me see. Starting lineups should be coming our way any day now. Keep on dropping the flags. Keep on dropping the flags in the comment section. Keep on dropping the flags in the comment section. As I mentioned before, we're gonna hop from this stream over to the actual live stream that we will be bringing the game on, or that we will be covering the game on. So if you turn the notification on, or if you can basically just stay put, we're gonna hop over to the next live stream because we have already been on this one for like an hour and a half or so. Yeah, an hour and a half, 90 minutes. So the next one we'll be hopping on in a couple minutes, and then we'll be on that one until the game concludes. Yep. So we already did the build up. We already did the pre-game show. Now we're gonna go through the starting lineup and then some in the next live stream. So again, thank you so very much for tuning in, viewers and subscribers. Turn the notification on. We will be hopping over to the next stream right now, and on that stream we'll be going through the starting lineup as well as going through a bit of tidbits ahead of the Jamaica versus Curacao game. All right, see you in a second.